What is up, YouTube? So, it's May, the 20th anniversary of Final Fantasy XI. They've been telling us for years that they're planning something special. And what do we know? Very little. But we do have some cool announcements in the form of login points and other various little things. And something very special coming on the 8th of May as well. So we're going to talk about all that and more today. So let's dive right into it. For starters, everybody's favorite, the Return Home to Vana'diel campaign. Campaign period the 13th of May through the 31st, where you can basically log in for free. So good old-fashioned free login period. If you're looking to return to the game and check it out in its current state, especially for the 20th anniversary, you're going to have that amount of time. However, in addition to that, some really important things for those of us who are currently playing. Mog Bonanza, of course, as far as we know, this is the same Mog Bonanza. I would assume it's both sets of weapons. There are currently 2 sets of weapons that they occasionally do for the Mog Bonanza, and lately they've been lumping them both in for what you can choose from with your marble. I assume this is going to be both sets of weapons, but there are currently unique weapons locked behind Mog Bonanza. Whatever your feelings are on that right now, it's either good or it isn't good. Either way, we are getting a Mog Bonanza for the 20th anniversary. Next up, the Mandragora Mania Madness. It's like a Mancala minigame that's held in the main cities, and you can get a couple of keys and vouchers and things. It's an okay activity to pass the time. This one's kind of big for people who, especially if you have multiple characters on an account, like multiple mules. During this day, players will receive 2 A-Man Silver vouchers when they log in each day. I'm gonna link in the video right now. There's gonna be a link to my A-Man Trove video where it discusses what these are all about. But essentially, this is gonna be a lot of free chances at loot for the player base. Next up, the Spring Alter Ego Extravaganza. I have the link pulled up for that as well, and we'll be going over what those alter egos are. This is the commonly held alter ego event held during spring. Those are also referred to as trusts. They're basically summonable NPCs that can fight alongside of you. The login campaign will also be going over, as it's got one new addition that is unique and I think looks sweet. Lastly is the discount campaign, which I think is right here as well. Yep. So if you don't have the game currently, it's $10. This is all the expansions. And a month free playtime, maybe? I think it is. And if you only need the Secrets of Vana'diel expansion, you can get it for only $5. Say you quit during Wings of the Goddess. You can buy the Secrets of Vana'diel expansion pack. Also during this period is a half price on world transfer. If you need that, you know about it. It's just the simple world transfer service. People will sometimes use this to transfer goods from one server to another, but usually it's because you want to go to, say, Asura, or you want to leave Asura, you know, the big city of Final Fantasy XI, right? This is great. A lot of people make use of this. And I think that's everything listed. The assist channel, you should know if you are like, hey, I got my sticker here. It's the newbie pay attention sticker. It's my little Taru friend. Assist channel is good for newbies. When you get back to the game, if you're like, I don't know, I'm not going to know anything, you come back to the game, you have access to a special channel that is only you, other newbies, and mentors. So you can ask your random questions there. That's it for the Return Home to Vana'diel campaign and the discount campaign that comes along with it. Next up, we have the Arc Shield. This is from the Archangel. I think it's Eevee? Elven. The Elven Archangel. Previously, we had all the other Arc weapons, and this is in collaboration with the t-shirt that is currently being sold at Uniqlo. Actually, I can check that out here. If you're unaware, there was currently a collaboration with Uniqlo, the clothing company, in order to put Final Fantasy related t-shirts for the 30th overall anniversary of Final Fantasy. And 11 has a shirt. Let's see if we can just pull it up quickly. Here it is. You can buy this in store. They release later on this month. Anyway, so this shield is featured on the shirt. How is this a collaboration between the two? I guess they just see that the archangels are visible on the shirt, so they're giving us the final archangel item, which is the shield, which is the one we never had. Anyway, that's it for the collaboration with Uniqlo. And oh, to get this shield, all you have to do is log in. You have until May 31st. All you do is log in, and it'll get shoved into your inventory. Next up, the login campaign. Check this out. Look at this Chocobo. Now, previously, chat, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but previously, the only way you could get a Chocobo mount is to raise a Chocobo yourself. I believe that is true. Except, wait, you could have got the Chocobo whistle as well. But I believe, but that's an item that you only have limited number of uses on. So now, as a login point, for 500 login points, you can buy this new Chocobo mount, and it looks fantastic. So this is great. Definitely one of the nicer looking mounts they've released. I mean, each mount has had its interesting look to it, but this one is just nicely designed. In addition to the Pink Chocobo login campaign for May, we have generic 10-pointers, a bunch of trust ciphers. Okay, so these ciphers listed as login points are actually different from the ones listed for the Spring Alter Ego campaign. So you can see here, set 2, the Spring campaign, April to May, is these trusts here, which are all listed further down in the BG Wiki entry as to where to get them. For example, on Choo Choo, you would go to this NPC in Eastern Adeline and spend 2,000 bailed. So if you don't have these trusts, definitely check out the chart listed on the wiki. And also, there are plenty of trusts that are available through login points too. Lots of trust catch up this month. Next up, we have the 300 pointers. Looks like they've given us all of this year's... this might be all the mounts that they've released to login points are available. As well as Shentoto 2. Newbie, pay attention. All right? Do not miss this cipher of Shentoto 2. It used to be the premier trust for using for leveling up. Nowadays, Vana'diel is also very good. So they're both great. Definitely use them for your leveling up. They just do so much more damage than their actual other trust counterparts. In addition to that, we do have some Rem's Tails in case you need those to upgrade your Empyrean, which I think is like wink wink. Again, 500 points for the Noble Chocobo, more Rem's Tails, and then generic items for the 1,000 and 1,500. So, that's it for login points. Excellent month, for sure. And we saw the Spring Alter Egos. So now, here we go. All right. If you're unfamiliar, as has been mentioned previously in this video, it is the 20th anniversary this month of Final Fantasy XI. We have been told that they're doing something special, but we have gotten no evidence as to new content. And I'm going to read for you now the May version update that's been announced. Usually I'll wait to do these videos until after the update releases, but there's just some extra stuff going on, and I wanted to get this out a little early. We do have the patch announcement, though, and you'll see, well, they're not giving us everything, I don't think. So anyway, let's just dive into it. Good day, adventurers. Mitsui here with the latest info on FF11. I hope you've all gotten a chance to try your hand at the newly revamped Aman Trove. We did. Check out my video if you haven't. The reception has been wonderful, and it reminds me that visual and audio effects can sometimes be just as important as rewards when it comes to enjoying content. What do they mean, audio effects? They said this once before. I don't recall any audio effects. Chat, fill me in on that. I don't recall any additional audio effects. As you are likely aware, FF11 will be celebrating 20 years of service on May 16th. I've got a special letter all lined up for the occasion, so I'll leave my official Vaniversary greetings until then, but I wanted to make sure to tell you all about the May version update. There's a little bit of confusion in the community because we have some conflicting dates here. So Mitsui says that he's got a letter for us on May 16th. I'm gonna revisit that on the next page we're gonna go to. So let's talk about the May update. Starting off, we've got the first half of the Voracious Resurgence Chapter 8. Our story takes us to everyone's favorite limit breaker, Matt. Nice. Matt is often synonymous with big updates to the game. I've got a soft spot in my heart for the old coot, so I was a touch distressed to learn that he'd found himself in a bit of a pickle. What exactly that pickle entails is left for you to discover. Both ambuscades this month are reruns. Volume 1 features the Mammaljaw Mages, which previously elementally mismatched Mammaljaw, now displaying their proper colors, in addition to other improvements to make the battle more fun this go around. Mammaljaw's... I forget what that battle is. Volume 2 is the Terrakitos battle, with a special ability signifying a switch in weakness from physical to magic and vice versa, making it a bit easier to deal damage than you may remember. Of course, you'll need to make sure to watch your enmity lists, lest you find yourself on the receiving end of a pummeling. As is the norm for May, we've also added some bonus monsters to the battles to provide even better rewards. We Are Vana'diel is also getting special content on May 16th. Okay? Again, May 16th. We're talking with perhaps the most appropriate figure to help us ring in the 20th anniversary, so I hope you check it out when it goes live. Until then, see you in Vana'diel. So, what do we get? Monthly updates to Records of Eminence, new quests to TVR, Ambu has changed. This areas is like remove the level difference penalty in certain areas. This is just like they're adding extra ROE fights for silver vouchers from TVR related mobs. BGM, interesting, new title music at the main screen. This is not often done. Items, new items will be added. Porter Moogle, list of supported items. This really sounds cosmetic to me. This update looks normal. Normal. With the exception of the BGM update to the title screen. So, in addition to what we know about the 16th, there's this article on Siliconera, which is Final Fantasy XI 20th Anniversary livestream will be over 5 hours long. It was posted 4 days ago. Square Enix announced that a Final Fantasy XI livestream will be held on May 8th, 2022. I don't think I've been able to find this information elsewhere, though they are saying here that it was announced. Now, the update that we just read is May 10th, where it looks like a normal update, but now we supposedly have a live stream 5 hours long on May 8th, 2 days prior. I'm personally in the belief, we're going to go over this article in a second. I'm personally of the belief that we are going to see something bigger announced during this live stream that will come on the 10th, and they just didn't want to announce it in that small web page format on the forums. So it says the FF11 live stream is being held to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the MMORPG. It will be over 5 hours long and will feature new information about Final Fantasy XI. Several staff members will appear in the broadcast to talk about their work and share their memories, which is what they've been doing on the We Are Vana'diel website, and the development of Final Fantasy XI. It will be held on YouTube. It will begin basically 3, almost 4 a.m. my time. Additionally, Yuito Kimura of Cygames will appear as a special guest. This is because of a FF11 and Grand Blue Fantasy crossover event. This was announced months ago, and now we're getting more information about it. Grand Blue is a browser-based gacha-style game based on Final Fantasy. More information about that crossover event will be in the future. Leading up to the 20th anniversary, Square Enix opened a special website featuring unique artwork celebrating the MMO. Additionally, several interviews have been published. Again, this is the We Are Vana'diel stuff, sharing the experience of the developers. Yes, this is all stuff we know as FF11 players. So anyway, we've got a May 8th. We've got a conflicting announcement. JTT can watch it. Yeah, he gets up for work that time, right? Basically, I will be having a watch party. It's going to be in Japanese. We're going to do our best to talk about it as it's happening. Hopefully they add lots of pictures for us non-Japanese speakers. If we're lucky, maybe some kind of subtitles or something. Who knows? But I'll be up 4 a.m. my time. We'll have a live stream. You'll be able to catch it here on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Scotty_Deluxe. Come check that out with me if you're curious. Yikes. Yeah, 4 a.m. on a Sunday. Yeah. Anyway, so that's where my mind's at, and I hope we're gonna get something interesting. At the very least, I'll try to stay awake. We're gonna have lots of coffee. And anyway, good times. Last up, I have one small thing to share with you to show that possibly not all hope is lost. And someone posted in the forums that there have been additional DATs added to an old zone that has been in the DATs for years now. I don't know the veracity of this information. And to be totally honest with you, it could be absolutely nothing. But it's at least a fun screenshot to share. And they're basically saying here that the English version of the DATs got some extra information recently. And again, I don't know the veracity of this information, but there is a picture of what the zone looked like prior. So here it is. So apparently some portion of this DATs had changed. I don't know how much. I don't know how little. But anyway, just a little screenshot of something to share with you. The community is in a sense right now of, are we getting something awesome? Are we not? But either way, there's a lot of buzz around right now. And I hope to see you on that live stream. Or if not, check me out every Monday, 12 noon Eastern, Final Fantasy 11 on Twitch. And keep in touch with the channel for future updates on what any new content will be. That's going to be it for today. So peace out, YouTube, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.